Hello folks, in this video I'm going to talk about a new product from Spyderco. It is something that was recently introduced, and here I have with me the Spyderco Siren. The knife is designed by a professional kayak fisherman by the name of Lance Clinton, and this guy lives in Costa Rica, originally from Louisiana in the US. He's now making a living as a professional kayak fisherman in Costa Rica, and he gave a lot of input about knives that are meant for saltwater environment. And Spyderco took his input and came out with this piece, which is quite an impressive knife in my humble opinion. The first thing you see is a very coarse textured handle. This is G10. G10 is a thermoplastic, and believe it or not, this kind of plastic is actually meant for really hard abuse. You can actually find it as a liner in a nuclear reactor. Okay, coming back to the Siren, it is a knife which my first impression was, oh, the handles are really rough. Was it intentionally made that way? So having researched a bit on the product description, the coarse handle is actually intentional. It's meant for grip in wet conditions, and if you're an angler, a saltwater angler, you pick up a fish from the water, all the slime and stuff will actually make your knife handle really slippery. I guess Lance have overcome the issue by giving such input, and came out with this knife. And the Siren also features an unusual steel, the LC200N. This is space age material, and is said to be very corrosion resistant, even better than the H1 knives from the Salt series. I have to take his word for it, and as you can see on the blade, there's actually the logo, a sailfish logo with his signature, the round hole. And this knife is flat ground. The knife itself retails at $240 and it's actually made at Spyderco's facility in Colorado in the US. What I find really attractive is the blue liners that are incorporated onto the knife. As you can see, the spring here on the lock is really thick, and the spacer alone is really smooth. It has a wire clip. This is something that I mentioned earlier in the video about the Spyderco Q, how it came about. And this is a technology that is still being used by Spyderco. The wire groove here you see on the handle can be reversed for left and right carry, and since this is a backlock knife, there's really no issue about using it ambidextrous. Anyone can rig it for left and right carry. The knife has a guard which is quite unique, having seen something like that in a small package. And the pivot screw and the screw that holds the slab together can be removed if you want to service your knife in the field. I think in my case, I do really don't have much tinkling with the knives. I leave them as they are, and yeah, I find that the Siren is pretty impressive for its simplicity, ease of use, and high-tech material. The reason why the price, you know, shot up to $240 retail is because of the material that is being used, the steel material, something that I hardly see or ever heard of. Maybe I'm jaded, I haven't been in the knife scene for a while, but this is something that incorporates you know, a lot of technology and a lot of you know, goes through some thought process before it was manufactured. And this is new for 2020 from Spyderco. The Siren from Lance Clinton. So there you have it, you know. Thank you so much for watching.